Chapter 12. Will Toothless save the day? Meanwhile, up on the roof, Toothless and One Eye had flapped off and hidden in the American dream when they heard the noise of Hiccup falling into the onion soup and the historic warriors charging outside to look for other assassins. When things grew quiet again, they flew back to the chimney. Both dragons were cold, hungry and tired. One Eye's eye gleamed golden yellow in the darkness. Shall we leave them? One Eye mused to himself. It looks like they haven't found the cure for porpentatious after all, and I'm not hanging around here just to save the skin of a couple of stinking humans. Selfish humans, grumbled Toothless. They never think of poor, cold, hungry Toothless. One Eye snorted. Well, I don't blame them for that. You're just a lap dragon, an overgrown cat, and you shouldn't be hungry anyway. Who ate all the snacks in the sleigh on the way here, I'd like to know. I'll give them till morning, One Eye decided, letting the rope attached to his leg flop down the chimney and into the great hall again and settling himself in the snow to sleep on the roof. My Aunt Snaggletooth died of porpentitis, and it's a nasty way to go. Toothless, not sleeping here, moaned Toothless, outraged. He checked whether oh, it's too cold. Toothless, delicate, sensitive. He checked whether the big dragon was really asleep. One Eye gave a deep, rumbling snore, and Toothless carried on. Not like you big, white, gormless mountain gorilla. One Eye snapped open his big saber-toothed jaws, lashed out towards Toothless. You should be more polite, Toothless. But they shut on thin air, for Toothless had the reflexes of a blue bottle, and he had already tumbled down through the hole in the roof. Toothless soared into the great hall over the heads of the sleeping, rumbling hysterics and landed on top of Hiccup's cage. The cage swung violently to the right, and Hiccup's head banged sharply on one of the bars, waking him up. Ow! Protested Hiccup, looking straight into the upside-down, green-gauge eyes of his pet dragon. Toothless, he whispered joyfully. Thank God you're here. You see how right I was to bring you. You can save the day. Ha! Said Toothless crossly. Just flap over to that big frozen Viking over there, will you, and nick the potato, and then we'll be off, whispered Hiccup. Toothless looked where Hiccup was pointing, at Norbert's papa, Big Job, and the casket, and gave a shriek of terror. Squealers, he gasped, and jumped into the cage, burying his face in Hiccup's leg. Oh, goodness, yes, I've forgotten. Squealers can kill a dragon as small as you, can't they? Remembered Hiccup, soothing the little dragon by stroking him on the back. Okay, don't steal the potato, but the key to this cage is in Norbert the Nutjaw's pocket, and if you could just flap off and get it. But Toothless had smelt the onion soup on Hiccup's leg, and he gave it a lick. Onion soup? Said Toothless confusingly. You've been eating onion soup? Yes, said Hiccup hurriedly. I fell in the soup, but the key. But this was the last straw as far as Toothless was concerned. He was furious, and he swelled up to nearly twice the size with anger and flew out of the cage like an infuriated little balloon. It's not fair, snorted Toothless. You've been stuffing yourself with onion soup, and poor Toothless is starving. And now you want Toothless to face a whole load of squeals with no food in his tummy? Typical. Well, you can just wait, that's all. Toothless, have his supper, and then maybe he'll help you out. Toothless, whispered Hiccup as loud as he did. This is important. Get that key right now, or I'll... You what? Yelled Toothless, cheekily flapping out of Hiccup's way as he desperately tried to grab Toothless's tail through the bars of the cage. Sticking out his little forked tongue, Toothless hopped down to the banqueting table and tucked into the roast buffalo pie, ignoring Hiccup's furious, frustrated whispers from the cage swinging a couple of meters above. Toothless got here, sang Toothless through a mouthful of pumpkin. Got something in his ear. Oh, that rhymes. Toothless got here, got something in his ear. Toothless got here, something in his ear. For the next 5 minutes, Toothless pretended to be quite deaf and took his time hopping from plate to plate, gorging himself on deep-fried mackerel, turkey wings and sweet corn fritters. Eventually, he swallowed the last remains of the pie, took a big swig of the homemade little champagne, burped and rubbed his stomach contentedly. That's better. Toothless, can hear now. What you saying? Will you get the key from Norbert the Nutjaw's pocket? and before he murders the lot of us, stick up at the top of his whisper. Say pretty please, sang Toothless. Pretty please, whispered Hiccup through gritted teeth. Okay, okay, keep your hair on, said Toothless, and he took off rather wobblily because he had eaten so much and crash landed on Norbert Nutshell's chest. Luckily, Norbert was so dead to the world, he merely grunted and hugged his axe a little closer. Giggling, Toothless snipped off both of Norbert the Nutshell's fancy moustaches with 2 bites of his sharp little gums. Oh, Norbert's not going to be released. And then he staggered onto Norbert's pocket and pulled out the key. Toothless marched across the banqueting table very smartly, with the key in his mouth, spitting it out every now and then to make pointed remarks to Hiccup. It's typical, thought he, Toothless, typical. Poor old starving Toothless wakes up from his hibernation nap just to save the day, yet again. Toothless put the key back in his mouth, and this time his large overfull belly prevented him from seeing exactly where he was putting his feet, and he tripped over while a knife lying in the middle of the table. Toothless lurched forward, knocking a candle off the table and onto the floor, where it promptly set fire to a polar bear rug. He did a couple of somersaults, spinning over and over until he landed bottom first in the wild boar stew, and he swallowed the key. There he is. There he is, Toothless, saying, oh, I'm saving the day, I'm saving. And then he trips over the knife. There he is, and there he is. He swallowed that key. He swallowed the key. Gulp, gulp, gulp. So we'll have to find out what happens next. He also set fire to the room. We'll have to find out what happens in chapter 13.